I'm honored. My goodness. This used to be petroleum engineering facility right here. And I remember that, not to be gross or anything, but we used to go to the bathroom, the toilet seat had no cover. It was so bad. It was so infested with all the bad stuff you can imagine. So I'm so pleased and honored to be back to my school. Thank you very much. And I'm familiar with a couple faces here. Dr. Mop. Hello, Dr. Mop. Dr. Shu, Dr. Chen, good to see you. Very, very excited to be back here. And I am grateful for your presence here tonight. It is a tribute to all of you in this room that witness the Raise Award ceremony tonight. I live here long enough to actually witness an astonishing transformation in our community, changes which many of you only experience as the way things are. In fact, that you have a different perspective, it's a very good thing, especially since it was radically worse not so long ago. When I arrived in Austin here in the summer of 1977, I visited my old friend Nancy Wong, who was the chemical engineering student. At the time, this right here is a chemical engineering building. Now we're kind of the same building. We both love to go out to eat, and he took me out to a Chinese restaurant on Caney Lane, just east of Lamar. It wasn't very good. So I asked him, I said, how many Asian restaurants are in this town? And he said, well, there are 2. And that has certainly changed for the better, thankfully. The progress that these eyes have witnessed should not go without saying, or escape examination, because it can be the basis for the next step for our community. I think it's important that we stop long enough to review our success and our progress, not out of nostalgia, but as part of the process that can remind us who we are, where we've come from, and where we want to go, and perhaps even how to get there. One of these earliest lessons that I've learned over the years working with the Asian community is how foreign-born Asian Americans like me that I met along the way are law-abiding citizens who defer to authority, never questioning. It seems that we've been institutionally trained to be passive, and we never develop an understanding of power. So we created the network of Asian American organizations to empower our people. After I graduated from UT School of Engineering, I took a job with the city of Austin. The application package includes EEOC forms that is optional for you to fill out, but it asks you to check off one of the boxes: white, black, Hispanic, other. After that, the 3 of us, we visited then Councilmember Gus Garcia. He's still alive, you know. He's one of the few people that have a school named after him and still alive. And then Councilmember Richard Shea. So we suggested to them that we need to change the application form to include Asian American as one of the groups. They agreed, and they helped us. In fact, after we get organized, both of them serve as liaisons to the Asian community from the council. Not long after that, in the early 90s, following Rodney King ruling, riots broke out in Los Angeles. Many Koreans were hit pretty hard, and that was seen on television worldwide. Asian merchants were beat up. And we were watching this whole event from afar. And about 10 of us here in Austin got together and began to organize ourselves so that we could communicate to the rest of the community. Our hope was to prevent something like the LA riots from happening here in Austin. For some of us, the history of the homeland pitches us against one another. We need to create a line of communication among ourselves so the network enables us to move beyond our past and open up lines of communication. So we formed the Network Asian American Organization. We start out with the Chinese, the Filipinos, Vietnamese, Cambodians. Then later we were joined by other groups. Today we have 15 organizations members that are very active, very strong, and one of them is Center for Asian American Study, Madeline. We also have the Austin Asian American Chamber of Commerce, who serve to advocating Asian American businesses in Austin. And we created the Texas Federation of Asian American Chamber of Commerce back in 2005 to deal with state-level policy issues that we can speak to state legislators and whatnot. Member of the network working hard on issues facing all of us today. Center for Asian American Study dealing with the budget cuts at the university, as you all know and aware of. TFACC getting Asian American appointed at the highest level. The Center for Asian American, the City of Austin Employee Network is working on Asian American Pacific Month celebration every year.